once again, everyone, friends and family, and even the one or two haters, especially that one enemy that I guess they just gave up and went away. But anyway, it's Saturday, August the 30th, 9:30 a.m. It's a beautiful day in the metro Atlanta, Georgia area, preferably Douglasville, Georgia. Is where I am, to be more exact. Just finished a 2 mile walk. I want to close out with two more, but I decided to just stop now and do a quick video before I got too hot. And I misjudged the time this morning. I should have got out here a little bit earlier. But it's, hey, better late than never, right? And I want to focus more on my continuation and my journey to eating better, eating healthier. And as far as this past week with the plant-based meals I've had, I still managed to have one cheat day, y'all. I had one cheat day, and it was a sausage McMuffin, and that was everything wrong about that meal right there. I could have did away with the muffin, but I ate it. And what better way to pay for it or pay it back is to get out here and do 4 miles. So instead of me doing one more, I'm actually going to do 2 more miles, and I'll top it off with 4 miles this morning and continue on with my day. I'm an early riser. I know a lot of you have that luxury to sleep till noon. Actually, I have that luxury. But what am I going to be laying in bed waiting for? I just can't. I've never been the type to lay around all morning. Now, as far as my afternoon naps, I do look forward to those, but keep in mind, I'm usually up, like this morning, at 5 a.m. Yes, 5 a.m. on a day off. And I don't require a lot of sleep, but I do take my afternoon naps when I can. And as far as that journey to doing better and eating better, it's been a full week, no beer. Now, I did have a couple of glasses of wine, but I don't even want the wine. I want something else. If I have to have anything, and this won't be a cold turkey, I'm quitting beer forever. I just got to do better. And 1 week shall lead to 2, which will lead to 3. And I don't mind the wine every now and then, but the way I figured what I'm going to do is only have it with my meal. I would not be doing any casual drinking, or even if I should go out and meet up with friends or whatever, I'm just gonna stick to water because I have to stay on track. There's nothing for me to celebrate other than the fact that I can go out and watch football, but why should I continue to celebrate the fact that I'm out watching football by guzzling down bottles of beer? And I do not dislike beer. This is nothing against those of you that are like me, was consuming beer as if it was water. It became my go-to. And I was talking to my mystery chef this morning, and I told her, I said, my next challenge is the coffee. Although I had a pot of coffee waiting for me early this morning, I drank a cup and a half, and which probably would equal to almost shy of 2 cups because it was a 16-ounce tumbler. I'm gonna cut it down to 8 ounces of coffee. I'll do 16 to slow it down. And like I said, I'm going to switch over to decaf. So while I still have a half a canister of coffee, I'm going to mix it with the decaf and just wean myself off of it. Because I've gone without coffee for a week, and let me tell y'all, so I was a nervous wreck. Yeah, that stuff can be addictive. So if coffee is a drug, that's the only drug I do. So I can no longer say I don't do drugs because I drink coffee. I know a lot of you won't agree with that it's not a drug, but for those that drink coffee actively and every day, and then all of a sudden you just up and quit, I'm not saying I'm quitting coffee. I'm just going to pull back on coffee. And in order to cleanse and get things in order, I've got to do baby steps. And my mystery chef was like, wow, you just completely put the beer down. I was like, yeah, it's not an impossibility. And that's when I brought up the coffee, and I was telling her, well, coffee is going to be a bit more of a challenge for me. So I'm working on the coffee thing, which, like I say, I'm going to cut back on the amount of coffee I have. A typical Saturday morning, I could easily sit there and drink 4 cups of coffee and listen to my music. but not this morning. It's too great outside. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning. And I think as far as my mystery chef, she's preparing a meal later today, and hopefully I get a chance to follow up with her and do a review on it. I know it's going to be catfish. I don't know what else is going to go along with it and everything. Even though I named some of my videos plant-based, everything won't be entirely plant-based. We will do fish. We will do and I'm a person that don't eat shrimp, so I asked her to kindly introduce me to shrimp. I mean, I've had a taste of it. I didn't see what the big hoopla was. It just didn't. Maybe because of the way it was prepared. I never thought if I had to make shrimp, and I never would have thought or guessed it would have to be overly seasoned and overly salty. Because the last time I tried it, that's what I got. So, first impressions means a lot to me. For my lunch today, I have a plant-based meatloaf and I think some more green beans. I can't remember what else she said, but I'm going to get that to try today. And I know a lot of you are going to be seeing this video for the first time on Sunday, because I plan to release this on Sunday, even though today is Saturday. So by me telling you about the meatloaf ahead of time, I will do a quick check-in tomorrow and review the plant-based meatloaf, because I've never had it. I'm really getting into the whole idea of it. During my discussion with her last night, I mentioned the plant-based beef vegetable soup with the ground beef being replaced, and she said she never heard of beef vegetables. She probably heard of it, but anyway, we had to talk about that. I say no. A lot of people put ground beef. Some people put steak. Some people, depending on what kind of beef you're in the mood for. But I said I want to replace the ground beef with the plant-based not meat, as I tease her about, not meat that you put in the spaghetti. Which the spaghetti was made with, she tell me 50 times, I'm going to write this stuff down. But the noodles was made of chickpeas. And it was delicious. So hopefully going forward, because I want to do a cabbage soup. And I told her that we was talking about that too. I want to do a cabbage soup which has all the different vegetables and everything in it. And I think I might have cabbage tonight. I'm not sure we're going to do cabbage tonight. I may just pick one up and say, hey, if you just, I don't know. I'm thinking catfish with the cabbage. But she said she was making something else to go with it. And I'm the type that I'm new at this, and I'm trying these things for the first time. So it's a joy to know that however this person was sent to me, I'm grateful to have this person that's around that's teaching me a better way to do things. And because like I said in the last video, I had already made my mind up that I was gonna do better, eat better, and eat healthier. And it wasn't even a week and a half this person was put in my presence, and I can't thank her enough, and I can't thank the man above for putting this person in my life right now. And by me saying that, I just want to go on the record by saying that this is strictly a friendship, and it's going to be a learning curve for me. And this is one of those things that I have to stick with and stick by. I don't feel like I'm forced to do it. I'm not watching infomercials. I'm not feel like I got to be tricked into all these diet pills and infomercials. And this is somebody that's been talking to me and asked me to just ask questions about certain foods and certain things to stay away from. And believe it or not, as much as I love watermelon, y'all, watermelon is just too damn sweet for me. And I wanted to get one the other day. I put it back. No, it's not bad for you, but the last two that I bought, I could tell they were mass produced, and they were produced too fast. The center was almost hollow and mushy. That's not a great watermelon. And so now it's been pineapple, cashews, and apples. That's where my palate is right now. And I'm not going to the store and buying all these different fruits and filling my cabinet up with health foods and all these things. I'm still gonna have my cheat days, but it feels like certain things that go together, when you break them break one off, the other one goes away. I have not had a craving for a single chicken wing. I have not had a craving for a burger. I have not had a craving for pizza. And y'all trust and believe when I say this has been 1 week. And I have not had those cravings. There was enough food provided for me to where I could have lunch and dinner. And but I'm looking for better, different things. I'm looking for a better way to. She's gonna make a vegan cornbread. I'm looking forward to plant-based cornbread. I don't know the difference, y'all. I don't want to get the people that are vegans and the people that are plant-based to start arguing with me. If y'all can help me to tell me the difference without me trying to Google everything, please drop a comment. I'm not opposed to reading your comments, but just keep in mind, you all, I'm new at this, so I'm gonna confuse one with the other. So y'all just bear with me as I learn and as I grow, because hey, you had to start somewhere, right? Right. Thank you. I am really focused on doing this. Even getting to the park early today and doing my laps. Now I see that they have a boot camp, and it's right here to my right. And I took a snapshot of the little sign, and I think it's open to everybody, but I don't see a single guy over there. And I didn't know they was doing this. I knew they had this particular park I'm at. They're gonna start doing line dance classes. I ain't a dancer, but I'll go for the exercise. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at this boot camp thing they're doing right now. I need to get here on time next week. I saw the people, starting the formation, but I was in my walk and I wasn't paying that much attention to it. So I'm gonna have to get here and split my time between the boot camp next week. I'm gonna give it a shot, and my walk. And I think we have some rain coming through later on today. And the way I look at things, why wait on a beautiful Saturday morning to say I'm going to walk this afternoon when I can take advantage of a great morning like this? Can y'all see this? Look behind me. And I'm gonna turn y'all around, let y'all see what I see. Look at that. This is so peaceful. A lot of times, even before I started doing videos, I will come here and if this particular spot is taken, I would sit here and just in peace and think. And some call it meditation, some call it prayer. I don't have to wait till something is bad to have a moment of peace and do my meditation and or prayer or talks or whatever I decide to do that at that particular moment. Things are going pretty good. Things are going pretty good. And that's based on the fact that I started this journey by reducing the amount of people that are in my life. Keeping my conversations short with the people that don't add value to my life or my lifestyle. Distancing myself from people that always asking for something, but they're never willing to give anything. So I'm at that point now. And in the process of doing that, I have met some amazing people now. And I'm really starting to learn these people for who they are and everything. And the conversations have been positive. And no, don't get me wrong. I've met these different new people, and we've talked about part of our past, but then I have to catch myself. How much of this do I really need to talk about? Am I over this? If I'm over this, why am I talking about it? So that's where I'm leaving things right now as my past. I'm not looking to reintroduce old people, old friends into my life. As far as a casual conversation, that's fine, but the constant trying to hang out and run about and do all these things, it's not gonna really fit where I'm trying to be right now. And this is all based on me, what I'm doing for myself. It's not based on anybody else. It's not based on any particular thing that's going on in my life. There was so much I was consuming that was starting to become a daily habit. And that could be bad information, that can be anger, that can be fear, that could be not wanting to socialize. It was just, and I don't want to be that person. So in order for me to reinvent myself, if you will, I have to cut a clean slate with a lot of things. Because after all, I titled this Life After 60. So there it is right there in a nutshell. And I figured the way I feel, if I feel this good after 1 week, imagine what 2, 3, or even 4 weeks are going to feel like. That's my game plan. Whether I drop 3 pounds or 30 pounds, I know for a fact I'll be feeling better about myself, because I don't like that sluggishness, that tiredness, that the things that I was consuming and the beer I was drinking was giving me. I was starting to get a little bit sluggish, and I knew then that I had to change. Imagine waking up like me, which is 4:25 a.m. And by the time I shower, get ready for work, I'm tired. It wasn't every day, but I had those days, and I knew when those days would hit would be right after I probably maybe went out and ate something heavy that night and polished it off and chased it with 2 or 3 beers before I called it a night, and I'm doing the same repetitive thing with my buddies and all this thing. But see, I had got out of that phase, and then I found myself back in it. And I did good last night by deciding not to go out, because I knew had I gone out and I've made a commitment to myself to do this, I was not going to go to that bar, and I wasn't ready to go because I didn't want to sit there and just test myself on whether or not I was going to order 1 beer. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's too soon. And like I said, I may have a cocktail, I may have a mixed drink, but I'm going to keep that in mind that if I am going to do that, how about ordering that 1 drink before you leave? Instead of getting there and ordering 1, then you're there for 2 hours. You're going, in 2 hours time, y'all, the average person might have 3 drinks. So I'm not going to be that person. And it's all about saving money is number 1. Better health along with that. Being around more positive people, trying to finding the right set that I belong with, which is all I had to do is just make a few minor changes, and all these positive things are starting to happen. And I'm so glad of that. And once again, to all of my subscribers, I want to thank each and every one of you that subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to ask that you guys remember to always like and comment and even share my video, because I do want to get out there. I do want to grow more on my channel, and I'm thankful for every subscriber that I have, and for those of you that has yet subscribed to my channel, I'm going to take a minute and ask that you do subscribe to my channel. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I decided to just start posting this on 1 or 2 other platforms. I'm not going to get greedy with this whole thing. It's just a simple fact that I want to reach more people, because there are a lot of people out here that are in my age group that watch YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, all of them. They're in my age range, and they're not really seeing a lot of people close to their age that are doing these videos. So I'm sorry, I'm focused over here. I see something over there let me get back to what I was saying. Never mind that. See, distractions. There are a lot of people in my age group that hasn't found people that are doing these videos that are being straightforward and upfront and honest. Like when I did do the reviews on my Honda Passport, I'm being honest, that's my opinion on my vehicle. I'm not getting paid by Honda, I'm not getting paid by nobody else. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a quick review on it when I get done with this, after I do my next 2 miles, and I'm going to post that one as well. But to reach an audience close to my age would be an ideal target. And I'm not saying for those of you that are a lot younger, no, I feel free to watch my platform, watch my videos, and I thank you all especially for watching me, because you never know, I could possibly say something that you may want to share with your parent or your uncle or whatever. You don't know until you try. And this is something I wanted to try. And for me to get that motivating conversation this morning from my mystery chef, it's a great thing, y'all. It's a great feeling that just a year ago this time, waking up to missed calls and messages and I will fall into the trap of calling people back, and I know they're meaning me nothing but drama. That's all it was, y'all. I need to stay focused here. And to return those calls and those text messages just to hear everybody else's drama. And this is an interesting fact about me. I would listen. I would offer my advice, and that's all I could do is offer advice. But not once, I can't remember the last time one of those so-called friends just called to ask me how I'm doing. Now, I'm the type of person that I would check on them, text, hey, how's it going? Just something brief. Just keep that method of communication open. But I can't be the only one. And in order for me to rid myself or continue to rid myself of all this drama, I gotta stop accepting it. So for those of you that's watching this and you know me personally, I'm gonna ask you all respectfully to just right now keep your drama and your sadness to yourself, because unless you change it, it'll never change itself. So you guys just back off. I don't need that in my life right now. Do like I did. Take a moment to yourself and fix yourself. Because that's what I had to do. I'm not looking for anything right now. I'm not looking to bring nobody in my life right now that's going to bring me discomfort, anger, upset my peace, any of that. And it comes from making an active decision to do these things. And the minute I pulled myself away from all that stuff, guess what? I started getting attacked at work. See, this is a strange thing. That evil spirit will find you no matter where you are. So I started getting attacked at work, not physically, because I wouldn't be here right now. Because let me just leave that alone too. But all the negativity started just popping up out of nowhere. Workplace, having a little disagreement with the young fella that works at the car wash, trying to tell him how to do his job. And the thing of it is, man, look, I need you to focus on what you're supposed to be doing, because I'm not trying to damage my vehicle. And but you just have to kind of watch people. And I'm starting to really study people even more than ever before, because like they say, you never know what that person is going through. But it doesn't matter what that person is going through. They don't need to put their negativity off on you. Sometimes it's better just to walk away from any given situation. And that viral video that's going around, that those three young people, young men that tried to break in that guy's house. I'm tempted to say that was here in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know where it was, but anyway, all three of them got killed. And I don't think this is a recent incident, but I'm really hoping you young guys out there really pay attention to stuff like that, because you guys are getting snuffed out, not only by each other, but by people that's standing their grounds. Y'all leave people alone. Just leave people alone. And especially if you're in these dead-end relationships. Look here. If it's time to go, it's time to go. If it's time to leave, it's time to leave. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. And this is something I haven't talked about yet, but having somebody to just vacate your life is one of the best things that's gonna happen to you. And I'm gonna leave that right there for now, because that's not what I want to talk about. But anyway, everybody, friends and family, I'm gonna get back and do my next 2 miles, and then do my review on my vehicle before the heat get to me. It's gonna get hot today, I know. But in the meantime, each and every one of you, thanks again for those of you that have subscribed to my channel, and for those of you that's yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel, and especially send me your comments. I appreciate all the comments I've received on several topics. And if you have any menu suggestions as far as plant-based, vegan, or none, whatever y'all calling it. That's the problem. There's too many names for the same thing. I feel that way. But if you have any ideas, any suggestions on, and most of these meals are quick fixes. This is not a 2-hour prep meal. It's very simple. I want the simple recipes, and we'll take it from there, because I'm new at this thing, and like I told my mistress chef, consider me a clean slate. This is what you have to work with, and she's been doing a great job so far. Everything has been a hit. I'm sure one is going to be a miss, but then she's waiting on my opinion on everything that she's provided. So far, it's been good. And I'm really starting to appreciate her even more, and her skills and her skill set when it comes to making these delicious meals. So until next time, you all have a great day, and I know it's Sunday because that's the day I'm going to release this video. So for what I want to say right now is happy Sunday to everyone, and everybody have a safe day. Thank you.